Oh, got an error. That's interesting. Oh. Okay, welcome to Wise Women Wednesday on Wednesday for Brava Women. I'm super excited that we have Wendy Chamberlain from Chamberlain Property Advocates. Wendy was inspired by a desire to educate and empower others and driven by a need to follow her passion. Wendy threw in her high-powered six-figure job with its $45 million budgets and gut-wrenching stress and started a real estate education website, affluencia.com, showing enthusiastic and would-be property owners how to get started in real estate. Wendy has bought and sold many properties of her own in her own portfolio over the past 20 plus years using various investment strategies. As a property advocate, she has helped her clients buy and sell dozens more. Wendy's passion and love of all things real estate is your secret weapon when it comes to buying and selling a property. She will give you the confidence to take the next step. Today, we're going to look at her title of the topic is It's a Jungle Out There. So over to you, Wendy.
Thanks, Dia. Yeah, great to be here. And so just wanted to share a little bit about myself. Is that working?
Yes.
There we go. Okay. I actually have a computing degree, so I love computers as well. I am an international best-selling author. I've contributed to 5 books. I finalist in a number of awards, been on magazine covers, etc. There's another award we won last year. Love my gardening. Love organic gardening. Love all the critters. Sourdough, bake sourdough once or twice a week. And has a bunch of other things. Very much into low tox and doing what we can in that space. Love to travel. Haven't done anything since the last few years, but last trip we went on before everything happened was the trip to Thailand there, and then we went to Peru in 2018 and we flew over the Nazca lions, and that was an amazing trip that we took there. So about me, I have been buying and selling real estate for 27 years, which when I say it's a long time. And I am a fully licensed real estate agent because I had to get fully licensed to run a buyer's advocacy, which is interesting. So what do? We're a flat fee buyer's advocate. So we offer a full property search service that can be organising appointments for clients and them going and looking at properties, or I will go out and look at the homes as well if you need me to step in to do that for you. We bid at auction also, which is fun. I love auctions. They're great theatre. I know people get very nervous, but to me, it's auction is actually quite funny. But people are so nervous, they probably don't notice. We negotiate your purchase for you. So if you found a home, we will go and see what we can do to secure that home for you. And we also support clients that need to sell their home. That came about because we have people that needed to buy, but they need to sell first, and that's how that came about in relation to working with selling clients. Today, one of the big things I wanted to talk about was underquoting, because underquoting is extraordinarily frustrating for buyers. And there is a method to the madness why the agents do it. And people don't understand why that is. And it's a case of understand the game to know how to play the game. So underquoting has been around for a long time, and it will continue to be around because as I say, there's a method to the madness of why they do it. So and I know agents do it because, as I said, we sell houses for clients and they tell me exactly what they're doing. So I understand the mechanics behind it. So why? Okay. A few years ago, a statement of information was introduced by Consumer Affairs with the sole purpose, apparently, of stamping out underquoting. It's not going to. So a statement of information is that price guide you'll see when you go on to Real Estate or Domain or any of the portals, because they legally have to provide it. And what it's showing is within the last 6 months, 3 sales within 2 kilometres of that home. So the way that agents will fit that square peg in the round hole, which is the frustration factor for buyers, is that they will look at homes because they've got to provide this information, or they can say there's nothing comparable, but generally they'll provide the information. They do things like, so let's say the house is worth $1 million. they will put it on at, maybe they'll put 850 to 9 something, or 9 to 990 or whatever. So generally, the quote that's provided for you is below what the property is actually going to be selling for. With the statement of information, they'll do things like reference houses on main roads where the house is selling is not, a house on a smaller block where the house is on a bigger block that they're selling. That it needs, that house was not renovated, house is renovated. They do things like that. They've got the 2 kilometre rule. They will reference a house that's in the neighbouring suburb, which is a lower price suburb, and put it in the statement of information. And this is how they kind of manipulate what the price that they can advertise it for, and it's legal to do that because they're following the parameters what they've been told. Other reasons they do underquoting is that if a house is going to auction, they need someone to get things started. So they need people there that are going to start the bidding, because think about it, if you're standing there and needing to bid, wanting to bid, you don't know what the budget of anyone else is. So they want those people there to get you going, that FOMO happening, so you'll start bidding. That's one of the reasons. Anybody coming through a home may have another house to sell. They're trying to get their next list. Another reason. They have other homes to sell on their books. People coming through, they know that house is not going to be something they can afford. They can push them across to that other house. Another reason. There's going to be a percentage of the people showing up that may already own an investment property. They're trying to build their rent roll. That's another reason. So these are all the factors that come in. Now, it's frustrating for buyers because you don't care about any of that. You just want to buy a house. That's part of the reason why underquoting happens. And as I said, I don't think they'll ever stamp it out because there's ways. Water always gets around the rock. And to some degree, the selling of the house is a byproduct of what they're looking to do. They're looking to build their database and all those other reasons. So that's why underquoting happens. Rental prices, you probably heard this being touted at the moment. That picture is a line of people waiting to go and look through a rental nearby to me, in a street near me. And there was at least 70 groups there, all standing, waiting to get in to have a look at this house for 15 minutes. Now, think about it. One person, one group gets to rent that house. All the other 69 groups miss out. And that's what's happening at the moment. I think things are being exacerbated at the moment because of there's this catch-22 happening, because the cost for a landlord or rental provider to own a home and provide it at the moment, those costs are going up. Land tax is going to increase on the 1st of January, and we're talking massive increases for people. They brought in rules in the last 18 months to 2 years where every other year you've got to pay for electricity and gas checks before you can rent your house out. There's additional costs for that. I can tell you personally, we bought a house last year, and beautiful old California bungalow. It had been rewired, had a smart meter, nothing wrong with all the wires or anything like that. It was safe, but the electricity box wasn't, or the switchboard wasn't super new, and we had to get that replaced. That was $2,200 to do that. There was nothing wrong with it. So there's ongoing costs for landlords, and then it's getting harder and harder for landlords to make money. Like, it's an investment. You think of anything, if you're going to invest in real estate, shares, Bitcoin, whatever it might be, it needs to make money. At the moment, you get 5% for your money in the bank without all the headaches. So what I see is people are starting to sell their houses. They're starting to sell their rental properties, and a percentage of those won't go back into the rental pool because homeowners will buy them. So it's going to exacerbate things, and the rental caps will not help. It'll just, again, people just sell their houses and there'll be fewer stock for people to rent. It's not going to help. So that's something that we have a housing shortage, and I see that getting worse over the next 12 to 18 months because there not as many houses are being built for a bunch of different reasons. The other thing was off-market opportunities. There's a whole raft of property. There's an entire market that is off-market. So people think everything's on real estate or domain. It's not. The last 3 homes that I've bought for clients have been off-market. It means they're not advertised. They're through our networks. So that is what we bring to the table as an advocate, is I have those connections and networks, and they're deeply established, that have been established in nearly 3 decades. So something that we offer. I recently relaunched my Get Started in Property program. This had been on the shelf for 15 years. It's a self-paced membership program. So if you or you know anybody that would love to learn what you need to know to go out and buy a home, this is for you. So it's we drop a couple of modules every single month, kind of like Teachable. And then you can just work through it in the pockets of your time, and you will get gain the confidence to buy your own home by the end of completing the modules. At the moment, there's 38 modules, so you can just work along at your own pace. So get started in property.au. You can go and have a look at that. And so we are a flat fee buyer's advocate. Like I said, last 3 purchases for clients were off market, and we do specialise in working with first, family and forever home specialists. We occasionally work with investors, but my happy place is to buy someone their home. That makes my heart sing. That's what I love to do. And that's it. That's 10 minutes.
Thank you, Wendy. And we'll put the Wendy's links below in the chat